naughty. Oh. Oh, he's just standing there. Bro. Boy. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? No, I wasn't ready. Oh my God. What? Oh. Not today, friend. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, stop it. This is too much, bro. Oh. It's here, people. Can you hear it? If you just stop, listen, and pay attention, you can hear the screams, the sirens, the pleas for mercy by the demonic horde, but Doomsday will have none. So disclaimer, Keymailer did send me a review copy of the premium edition to review on my channel. Big thank you, and details will be in the description. So I got my hands on it. I'm playing it last night live on YouTube. I'm going to show you some of the parts of me just freaking out and marking out over Doom Dark Ages. So listen, there's a lot to talk about, and my thoughts are going to be very, very jumbled as they usually are. So, look, I was a little bit nervous because despite the fact that the trailers looked so big, it just looked like, you know, I never thought you could take Doomslayer and make Doomslayer more Doomslayer. I never thought you could take Doom and make it more Doom. I never thought you could take Peak and make it more Peak. I didn't know what they could possibly do to top Eternal or make Doom, well, more Doom. But they seem to be doing that. And in the trailers, I was on board, I was hyped. But then something unexpected happened. And in hindsight, I should have expected this somewhat. And I'll get into that in a minute. You know, the previews came out and they were a bit mixed. Some people loved it. Some people, however, had mixed feelings on it. So that made me get a little bit nervous. Because Doom is my favorite franchise of all time. It's the game that got me into gaming. The original Doom was the first Doom I ever played. So when I finally got my hands on it, I was a little bit nervous just because I'd heard other people like Alex saying that it didn't leave a good impression. And I know how much Alex loves Doom. So, and a few other people close to me had said the same thing. And I was like, oh, no way. Have they really? Please don't tell me they've messed up Doom. Don't do that to me, man. Don't mess up Doom. How do you mess up Viking Drip Doom? But I am here to listen, if you have some feelings like I did, you're a bit apprehensive, you're a bit unsure, a little bit nervous, allow Sir Bruvian to put your mind at ease, okay? Doom Dark Ages is absolutely brilliant, right? I'm just going to start, that's all you need to know right away, right? It's fantastic. Ignore the naysayers, because when I think back, I remember when Doom Eternal came out, right? And I absolutely loved Doom Eternal. I found it from top to bottom, start to finish, inside and out, every layer you peel it, it was better than 2016 in my opinion. But I remember that not being a very popular opinion back when that game came out in 2020. I think it was 2020. A lot of people preferred 2016, and I was now the majority is in favour of Doom Eternal, but back then a lot of people I think wanted more 2016, and I feel the same now. I feel there's a lot of people playing Dark Ages that maybe wanted Eternal 2.0, and it isn't Eternal 2.0. This is its own thing, has its own identity, and there's going to be things that people like more or less about Dark Ages, but make no mistake. Let's make this clear right now. Doom Dark Ages is every bit as epic as any Doom game that's ever been out, right? It is Doom from every fibre of its being is Doom. So I'm going to talk about it, right? So, okay. I wasn't expecting Doom Guy to be this quick. All the trailers and everything led me to believe this was like a tankish, you know, more methodical, Terminator-esque, Viking Doom, stand and fight sort of Doom. I didn't expect this guy to be the Eternal Doom. And granted, it's not the Flash from Eternal, but it's more like Superman, right? You are still flying around the map with pace. I mean, this guy is... Look, you want me to show you some speed? I'll show you some speed. You ready? Look, I thought I was going to be getting a tanky Doom. No, bro. So this guy still moves quick. You are still flying around the map like an absolute lunatic. But what it does better than Eternal is the weapons have more... How best describe this? Have more thump to them. Like every pull of the trigger feels like it has more weight. Do you know what I mean? It just, everything lands more. Everything just seems to hit harder. Everything just seems a bit more barbaric, a bit more titanic and gargantuan. Everything is a bit more brutal in its presentation, even without the glory kills, which I'll get to in a minute. So, but if you thought this game was slow, then, well, allow me to show you that it is. Game speed is on 100. What happens if I put it to 150? Let's do max game speed. Right, let's enter Ultra Instinct together, okay? And let's just see what happens. Oh, see how quick I climb the wall, bro? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Oh, yeah, this is my speed. Yeah, baby. Oh, look how fast I'm moving. Oh, my good bullet. Now, in that gameplay, I had turned the speed up by 50%, but made no mistake, even on normal, the average speed of 100, because of the shield bash mechanic, whereby you can look onto an enemy and then just charge towards them, your Doom guy can fly all over the damn map. It's really, really quick. So if you're expecting a much slower, no, it's still pretty damn fast. So what else about the game? Obviously I've talked about the thing, everything just hits quite hard. It does. Mechanically, it plays smooth, it plays amazing. There's a lot going on with the parries, which I kept on missing the parries because there's a lot to take in initially, right? There's a lot, you're just overloading your brain, right, with parries and shields and it's a lot to take in your demon killing massacre, right? But I want to talk about the music real quick as well, because a lot of people were quite disappointed about the whole Mick Gordon thing, and Doom Dark Ages, you wouldn't really notice it that Mick Gordon wasn't involved unless you were told. I mean, it's still very much stylistically the same as 2016 and Doom Eternal, but this one has it has a bit of a darker black metal atmosphere to it, but join the line of a much heavier bass. I mean, the music does slap. The music is good, but I do recommend when you're playing it that you go into the settings and you turn the music to 100 because it's set to 80 by default. And what sometimes happens is because the sound effects of the guns are set so high, a lot of the times the music, instead of becoming this part of the battle, just becomes overshadowed by the sound of the guns. So I turned the guns down to like halfway and turned the music and master volume to full, and then it allowed the music to shine a little more in moments like this. So yeah, look, the music, it slaps. Oh! And now, is it as hard as Eternal in 2016? It's too early in my game to say. When I do the review, I will let you know. But what I will tell you is Doom Dark Ages is every bit as epic of a modern Doom game as it needs to be. It just slaps and it hits hard. When you jump from wherever you're standing, the high ground, whatever, you see a group of demons on the ground and you just lock on that shield bash and just charge and smash them and they disintegrate, cannot withstand the force of your might. Bruv, it's epic. Alright, when you shoot them and their arms and legs drop off, bruv, listen, you are that power fan. You feel like the Doom guy. You feel like a weapon designed to do one thing and one thing only. Rip and tear demons until there is no more. It is, listen, I played it for only a short time. Like maybe an hour and a half in total, and I was having the time of my life. My heart was beating the entire time. My adrenaline was pumping. The speed of it, the pace of it, the brutality, the savagery, the merciless, marauder-like intent of the Doom guy as I'm ripping and tearing through everyone. I am having the time of my life right now. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, bro. Now, with all the positivity I've been saying, it doesn't come without a negative. And there is one negative about Doom Dark Ages, which I feel is a disappointment. Because this wasn't the case in the gameplay footage that they showed us in all the marketing leading up to Doom Dark Ages. And that is that this game is a downgrade visually. I mean, I have to call it as I see it. And it was something that I noticed immediately. Everything just has this softness to it. There's a real lack of detail in the environment, in the world. It's certainly not 4K. It looks a maximum 1080p on console. I don't know what the resolution is exactly, but that's what it looks like. It's very soft. There's no sharpness to any of the image. It's it has a cool atmosphere, sure, but when compared to Doom Eternal visually, and Doom Eternal, it actually looks better at 120 FPS than Dark Ages looks at 60 FPS. So I don't know what the reason for that is, but you'll see what I mean. There's just a loss of detail when you actually stop it in the moments where you're not just hectically fighting demons. And make no mistake, this isn't the be all and end all for me. I'm really not that fussed over the graphical fidelity. I mean, for God's sake, remember Doom, old OG Doom? Remember Doom 2? So it's not something that's going to affect my enjoyment of the game. It's just something I really need to pinpoint and at least talk about because it is present. For a newer Doom game, and don't forget, Doom Eternal came out on PS4, on Xbox One, and then was updated. So this is a true current gen, next gen, whatever Doom game. You would have expected that the graphics of Doom Dark Ages would have eclipsed the graphical fidelity of Doom Eternal, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It does not at all. I wish I could give you a more detailed look. I'm sure there's other channels out there with videos that have done that. I'm sure if you search for it, you will find it. But it is there. You will notice when you're playing it, there's this softness to the image. Almost like a haze over certain stuff. Like, for, you know, you will still see like a bunch of coins on the floor, and there's just like a cloudy haze over everything. So that does need pointing out, and I've pointed it out. I am, look, a Doom fanboy, I am, but I am trying to be fair here. Something I do need to talk about, and that is the glory kills. Now, listen, I'm on the fence with this one, if I'm honest. I don't feel like the glory kills are something that needed to be removed. I just felt I always liked them. It's always satisfying. It never got boring or dull to me seeing the animation come on. And there's an argument to be made that maybe after playing the game for so many hours and you know, you might get fed up of seeing the same animations for the same glory kills as time goes on. But they did add this level of brutality to the game. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not sure, it just seems lazy to me that the glory kills aren't there. Now they are kind of there, but what happens is you stagger an enemy, right? And then you get to land the finishing blow, whether it be like a Spartan kick or a massive uppercut with a gauntlet or whatever it may be. And I'm hoping as the game progresses and we unlock new abilities, new powers, and add new things to our arsenal, that maybe it may be a case of where the organic way of finding that final kill shot might be better than just a static animation for a glory kill. But that's something that I can't say right now. But what I will say is I didn't really miss it when I was playing it, because I was so locked in to what I was doing just being an absolute Viking drip wearing savage, right? But I was so locked in that it's so fast paced and it so demands your attention that look, the game is unforgiving. And I was playing on Ultra, what is it? Was it Nightmare? Ultra Violent? I was playing Ultra Violent, and it is unforgiving. You know, you can't make that many mistakes before you die. So it requires you to always be considering what's happening. So I wasn't, in some respects, you could argue it was nice to maybe not have that break from the action of watching the kill animation. So it's a bit early yet for me to really say whether it's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I cannot speak on the mech combat because I haven't played it yet. But I've heard people say that it's quite simple, feels tacked on, that perhaps it's lacking any depth or variety. My argument to that without playing it would always be, what more do you need out of a big mech? Rather than being a big mech with a big giant mech fist and punching a big giant demon in the face with your big giant mech fist. So, but we will see as I get there. Count to Become the Dragon Bits. This is just the first impressions, and I will get my review out as soon as I finish the game. Until next time, thank you for the review code. Really appreciate you. And until next time, guys, have you played Doom Dark Ages? What do you think about it? Let me know.